Game starts with e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4, takes, knight f6, knight c3, and a6, the Najdorf Sicilian. Bishop c4 by Bobby, e6, bishop b3, bishop e7, f4, Tal castle, queen f3, queen c7, and castle. Tal expanded on the queen side with b5, with the idea to push b4 kicking the knight, and also making room for the light-squared bishop on b7. Fischer counters Tal's attack by playing f5, signaling his intention to play on the king side. Best is to play a3 to prevent b4. So f5 is played, b4 hitting the knight, knight a4, and instead of taking the pawn, Tal played e5 kicking the other knight. This move creates a hole on the d5 square that soon will play an important role. Knight e2 by Bobby, bishop b7 attacking the pawn, knight g3 defends, knight b to d7, bishop e3, and bishop c6 putting pressure on the knight, and also freeing up the b7 square for the queen to create a battery on this diagonal. Bishop f2, clearing the e-file for the rook. Queen b7, rook f to e1, d5, pawn takes, and knight takes. If we look at this position, the bishop is in line with white's queen, and also this battery creates a pressure on the g2 square, overall an almost winning position for Tal. Bobby continues with knight e4, knight f4, an excellent move by Tal, really showcases his attacking abilities, bringing the knight closer into the attack and creates more pressure on g2 square. c4 by Bobby, making room for the bishop to add the defense of the knight, but unfortunately it's too late. And Tal strikes immediately with g6 with a very simple plan. He wants to add another attacker to the pinned knight. Pawn takes pawn, and since this is Tal, instead of capturing towards the center, he strikes with f5. If pawn takes, then king can safely hide in the corner. So Bobby plays g7 instead. King takes pawn, check, and the king safely hides in the corner. Bobby tries with knight c5, knight takes knight, bishop takes back with check, knight takes, and queen slides to c7, guarding the pawn and eyeing the knight indirectly. Queen e3 attacking the pawn and hoping for a queen trade. Tal says nope, and Bobby tries for the last time with rook e2. If white tries with g3, the game is over after knight h3 with check, and f4, a fork, and the file will open up. White's king will have to run for his life for the rest of the game. After rook e2 was played, knight takes rook, queen takes back, bishop takes g2, a temporary sacrifice as the queen also hitting the knight. Knight takes a6, queen a7 check, and after king takes bishop, it's over for Bobby Fischer, because mate in 6 will soon follow. Tal accurately starts with rook g1 check. If king h1, then it's a mate in 2 with queen a8 or b7. So Bobby played king h3, queen g7, looking at mate on h6, bishop d1, final move rook e6, and Bobby Fischer finally resigned the game.